Ladies and gentlemen, Clash of the Titans 3 is officially in the books, and we are back after a bit of a week-long break. And we are back with the fallout of Clash of the Titans 3, episode number 59, where the landscape of this business has certainly changed. For the better or for worse, we shall find out. But there's nothing left to do now except to get right into the show. And we have a very good show on our hands this week for episode number 59. So let's not waste any more time. Let us jump straight into it. Kicking off episode number 59, Leon King back in one-on-one action after failing to qualify for the men's golden ticket ladder match back on episode 58, about 4 weeks ago now. So a bit of a layoff for everyone who wasn't on the Clash card, King included, and he will be going against the man who won it all in that ladder match. Jake Phoenix probably entered that ladder match with the worst odds of coming out with that briefcase, considering the week before he had lost the RHW Intercontinental Championship to Vincent Azariel. But he has built himself a reputation as being a Clash riser, bringing his best game to Clash of the Titans every single time he's on the card. And he proved that again, taking that briefcase home. And now here he is going one-on-one with a young up-and-comer in Leon King. And there's the bell. Phoenix trying to come flying out the gates with a knee, but gets caught with a super kick. And no easing into our opening match here as Leon King into the cover quickly here on Phoenix and a kick out of 1. King now waiting for Phoenix to get back up to his feet here. Now from the apron, Leon King through the ropes. Went for a rolling neck breaker, couldn't connect, but Jake Phoenix able to hit that knee strike. And went for the lion salt, but King able to roll out of the way. And now King just hammering those right hands into Jake Phoenix. As Phoenix once again back up to his feet. Phoenix able to turn this around. A big shot to the gut there to Leon King. But King gets him back with an elbow and went for the drop kick, but able to sidestep is Phoenix. And Jake Phoenix starting to take control of this matchup now. Control of both arms. Repeated stomps straight to the back of Leon King. Now Phoenix sizing up King as he's up to his feet in the corner. Phoenix coming in hot with speed. Big knee to the chest. But King able to build some separation still and landing a clothesline. Now going after the lower body of Jake Phoenix. The golden ticket holder is Leon King with the sidewalk slam to Jake Phoenix. And once again, Phoenix up to his feet here. King back to the apron. Rolling through again into the neck breaker, this time able to connect with it. And now King up to the top rope, able to land the splash, and into the cover he goes on the golden ticket holder, 2, and a kick out. Leon King definitely having the upper hand in these last minute or so, but Jake Phoenix starting to fire up here, able to catch the leg and sweep out the other leg of Leon King. And now it's Phoenix into the cover here, trying to put King away early, and another kick out. And Phoenix not coming back with those repeated lefts. That stomp to the gut, now one to the arm. And Phoenix going to showcase the power with that power bomb, rolling King through into another knee strike. And King in retreat mode into that corner. Turned around, now going face first into the turnbuckle. And Phoenix now lining up Leon King, building up speed again. Big clothesline and an elbow to the jaw. And now Phoenix going for the cover yet again here on Leon King, and a kick out of 1. Phoenix now hoisting him up for the lumbar check. And Phoenix not done just yet. Tried to send him off the ropes, ended up going straight into the referee. And now it's Jake Phoenix who's sent to the apron. Phoenix able to counter, and now landing the kick over the top rope. And Jake Phoenix making his way up to the middle rope. Waiting for King to reach his feet, and Phoenix landing the Meteora. But King quickly up to his feet, hoisting up Phoenix here, looking for the point of the crown. And King into the cover here on Phoenix, 2, and a kick out. And now King off the ropes, landing that springboard clothesline. And now bringing Phoenix to the corner, face first off the turnbuckle he goes. King setting Phoenix up here, as both men gonna roll to the outside. King trying to target the legs, but Phoenix not going to let him have it, and instead lands yet another knee to the jaw. But King straight back up, lands the enziguri in response. And King trying to send Phoenix into the steps, couldn't do it. Now both men back in the ring, and Phoenix hoisting up Leon King for the Widow's Peak. And Phoenix not done after the Widow's Peak, lands the Superman punch. And now into the cover on King. 1, 2, and he kicked out at 2. And now Jake Phoenix potentially thinking yet another Widow's Peak. Got him! Rolls him over into the cover. 1, 2, kick out again! Two Widow's Peaks and a Superman punch are not enough to keep Leon King down as he's dumped to the outside. And the count begins for King and Phoenix, as Phoenix targeting the lower body of the high-flying King. King now able to reverse and send Jake Phoenix back into the ring. And now looks like we're going to get an exchange of blows, as an early block there by King sets him up pretty well. And another block by Leon King. Definitely having the upper hand in this exchange. And King just forgoes the exchange and lands a huge drop kick. And now for a second time, Leon King lands the point of the crown. And into the cover again. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.5. King trying to keep his foot on the gas, up on the top rope. Phoenix to his feet. Double axe handle from King. But Phoenix able to catch him with a boot. Phoenix again catching with a boot. As these two going back and forth here, but Leon King able to land the super kick. And Phoenix quickly to the outside, hoisting up Leon King here. And King getting dropped face first onto the apron. Now up on the barricade. Might be a little too far for Jake Phoenix, and he agrees. As once again, Leon King able to counter and send Jake Phoenix back into the ring first. But Phoenix able to catch him with an elbow. And a counter here as well by King. And now another counter here by Phoenix. And now another counter here by King. These two still going back and forth. As King was going for a flatliner, couldn't hit it. Who's going to be able to land first? Phoenix lands the roundhouse kick. And now off the ropes, lands the spear. And into the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Jake Phoenix with an impressive victory over Leon King. It took a lot to get the job done. 2 Widow's Peaks, a Superman punch, and a spear. That's what it took. Had to go deep into his bag here in our opening match. But he was able to keep King down for the count of 3. And if this momentum continues for Jake Phoenix, he could be wearing championship gold sooner rather than later. But the question will always be, which world title could be around his waist? We'll find out whenever he decides to cash in, but now we will move on. Piper Rane, again, not able to come home with that briefcase, the women's golden ticket. She was in the match, but ended up empty-handed, much like her opponent in this match, Nikita Black, also coming up empty-handed. Of course, as we all know, the shock of all shocks, Zyler Glass's mom, back from the dead, and now one win away from being women's champion. An absolutely bizarre world that we live in. But that is our reality. As I mentioned, this is a rematch between Nikita Black and Piper Rane. Last time we saw these two go one-on-one, it was Piper Rane who came out victorious. Nikita Black looking to even it up 1-1 between these two. We'll see if she can do that here tonight. Both Rane and Black ready to go. And there's the bell. Both women coming out strong, but it's Piper Rane landing the pump kick. But Nikita Black quickly countering here and gaining the upper hand. Stomping away at that left hand. It's Piper Rane now back up to her feet. Nikita Black gonna push her into the ropes. Black able to land a clothesline here. And Rane quickly up to her feet, able to trip up Nikita. But Black able to kick Piper Rane away. And now landing those repeated lefts. Nikita now bringing Piper up to a knee off the ropes. Rane able to counter and landing that clothesline. And now it's Piper Rane hammering in those right hands. Continuing to stomp away. Now with control of the arm. Trying to make sure she can't hit that riptide. But Nikita Black able to kick her away. Now we're going to get an exchange of blows early on here. Big chop from Piper Rane. Now a block from Piper. Lands another right hand. And now another block by Piper. A block by Nikita. Piper Rane certainly getting the better of this exchange thus far. And Nikita certainly making a little bit of a comeback. And went for a headbutt. Couldn't quite get it. And now into a roll-up here on Piper and a quick kick out. Nikita Black now sizing up Piper Rane. But Piper able to counter. And now able to land her own riptide. Certainly not as effective as Nikita's. But definitely going to send a message as Nikita was looking for a big boot. And Piper Rane catches her with a Michinoku driver. And now Piper Rane looking to end this one quickly. Or maybe not. Nikita Black landing a couple clotheslines. And Piper Rane stumbling into the corner. Big overhand right. And now Piper Rane seated up on the top turnbuckle. And now trying to put this one away, but Nikita Black able to counter here. And now Black has Piper Rane set up for the riptide. And into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. Now up to the top rope, Nikita lands the frog splash, kind of. Didn't quite get all of it. Instead lands a headbutt, now hoisting up. Piper for the high cross. Into the big kick, and Piper busted open. And now Nikita thinking Riptide one more time, and she got her. And into the cover, but her feet are in the ropes. Ref, why are we counting 2 and a kick out? Ref is lucky that Piper kicked out. Otherwise, he might be out of a job. As Nikita now to the outside lands the drop kick. Piper now able to counter. And now another counter here by Nikita. She gets those elbows into the gut. And lands another kick. As the count's starting to rise here on the outside. Up to 5 as Nikita continuing to target that arm. And now Piper tossed back into the ring. And now Nikita back in as well. Piper brought up to her feet. And Nikita ends the trifecta, or lands 2 clotheslines and a drop kick. Thought it was going to be a trifecta. Piper, though, able to counter with a knee to the gut, hoisting up Nikita Black now. And Piper dropping Nikita face first on the turnbuckle. And again, Nikita getting hoisted up. Went for a fall-away slam, but Nikita able to counter. Now the suplex from Nikita Black. And Piper tried to catch her, but Nikita caught the boot. And Piper caught all of that super kick. And Nikita Black now thinking a third Riptide here. She's got Piper set up and connects for a third time with the Riptide. And into the cover. Ref, where are you? 1, 2. Kick out again from a third Riptide. Piper able to counter. Now back in the ring. Eats a headbutt. And now Nikita Black with the high cross. Into the kick once again. And now looking for a 4th Riptide. Black's got her set up and connects. And into the cover. 1, 2, 3. It took 4 Riptides and 2 high crosses to keep Piper Rane down. Nikita Black able to get her win back, but Nikita Black grabbing a ladder from underneath the ring, now bringing it into the ring as Piper Rane back up on her feet and gets drilled with the ladder. Nikita Black trying to make sure she stays down. Not content with just getting the dub. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for yet another All-Star Open Challenge.
You die first, get it? Your friends might get me in a rush, but not before I make your head into a canoe. You understand me?
Are we sure that's a lot? I'm not sure. Cole Crimson on the run of a lifetime with that All-Star Championship. And especially after Clash of the Titans, when he defeated the, at the time, AEW World Champion MJF, forcing him to tap out to the Crimson Choke. And we'll see who is next to answer the open challenge, as Cole looks to continue to build the legacy that he's created with that All-Star title in his possession. Looking to make sure that each member of the Death Spirits is still holding gold by the end of the night. As we all know, Pete Brent's regaining that world title for a record-breaking 4th time at Clash. Ken Killstrom regaining the RHW World Championship from Olivia Harnage. But let's see who's answering the challenge. The suspension has been lifted. Seth Ross is back. And he is coming back to reclaim that All-Star Championship that he lost back at Clash of the Titans 2. God only knows how he got out of that suspension. He was suspended indefinitely. But he is now back. The suspension clearly lifted. And he knows exactly what he wants, and it's that All-Star title.
Introducing the challenger from Virginia Beach, Virginia, weighing in at 260 pounds, the Destroyer, Seth Ross. And his opponent from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 268 pounds, the All-Star Champion, Cole Crimson.
Two of the greatest All-Star champions that we have ever seen in this company, battling it out for that title. Both men set to go, and there's the bell. Seth coming out the gates quickly, trying to land a clothesline. Cole able to sidestep, but Seth with a dragon screw. Seth now off the ropes, landing that DDT. And you could tell Seth Ross has been itching at the bit to get back inside a TNT ring, and he is wasting no time. Cole, though, able to block. Trying to send Seth into the corner, but Seth able to counter. Seth now from the middle rope lands the moonsault, forcing Cole to roll to the outside. Seth now up on the top rope, and Seth able to land the frog splash to the floor. And now the big splash as well for good measure. And now trying to weaken those hands of Cole Crimson. Does not want that Crimson Choke locked in. And Seth keeping the pressure on here. Been like a house on fire as he sends Cole into the steps. Count up to 4 as Cole getting tossed again. And now Seth just ragdolling Cole Crimson. Repeated shots to the temple. Up to 7 now. Cole now back to his feet, able to land a crossbody. Build himself a little time here. And now the spine buster to Seth. As the count's starting to get up there on the outside a little bit as Seth sent into the barricade. It's up to 10 as Seth still on the barricade. Cole gonna break the count. As Seth getting those elbows into the gut of Cole. And now Seth with Cole up. I thought he was going package pile driver. That could have been a lot worse for Cole Crimson. As Cole tossed back into the ring here by Seth. And Seth going for the cover here, trying to regain that All-Star title. 2 and a kick out. Cole, though, quickly back to his feet. Seth just as quickly dropping him with another clothesline. And again, Seth into the cover. Tried to put his feet on the ropes. Ref saw it. But Seth catches him with a stunner. And again, Seth into the cover here. Trying to regain that title. 2 and a kick out. And Seth up to the top rope. Lands. No! Does not land the splash. Cole gets the knees up. And now hoisting him up for a brain buster. And both men down for the time being. We'll see who's first to rise to their feet. Looks like they both get up simultaneously as Cole able to land a face buster. Not sure what that was from Cole. As Seth up to his feet. Waiting on the All-Star champ. Cole able to block. Seth able to block as well. Now from the middle rope, another DDT by the Destroyer. But Cole catching him with a roll-up here, trying to steal one. And Seth able to kick out. Seth now sent off the ropes. Into a black hole slam by Cole. Cole now hoisting Seth up here into a running power slam. And now to the outside again here. Seth went for a boot to the gut, got caught. Now coming back with lefts and rights. And Seth with the vertical suplex on the outside to Cole. But Cole quickly up to his feet, gets dropped again by that clothesline. Count up to 4 as Seth again making his way up to the top rope. Cole up to his feet. And Seth got enough of the drop kick to take out Cole. As both men now on their feet. Cole trying to catch Seth with a pile driver, and he does. And that could be the opening that Cole Crimson needed. Trying to get Seth into the ring, and he does. Cole now up to the top rope. And lands the senton from the top. And now Cole from the middle rope. Waiting for Seth to get up to his feet. And Cole gets sidestepped by Seth. And Cole now. Crimson choke locked in. Middle of the ring. Can he retain here? Seth trying to get out of it, and he's able to break the hold. Cole able to land a right, and now we're going to start exchanging blows again here. Going strike for strike, Seth with a block, and lands yet another chop. Cole returning, and Seth returning. Big right hand there by Seth. Cole sticking with the chops. And Seth goes back to the chop. Another chop blocked by Seth. Cole asking for more, and now it's going to end up in a brawl here in the middle of the ring. And it's going to be Cole Crimson coming out on top. And Cole, once again, pile driver. Into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Seth. And Cole, once again, thinking Crimson Choke. He's got him locked in. This could do it for Seth, but no! He gets out again! And Seth, another stunner! Catching Cole right after the Crimson Choke was broken up. Can he regain the title? 1, 2, and a kick out by Cole. And Seth visibly frustrated after that kick out. Now into the corner with speed, lands a back elbow. Now just driving the boot into the face of Cole. Cole now able to get those elbows into the gut. And now Cole thinking twist of fate, and he got him! But that used up almost all the energy he has left. Cole has to crawl into the cover. One arm draped over Seth. 1, 2, 3! And Cole Crimson is still your All-Star Champion. What a match between these two. Back and forth the entire way. It took literally every ounce of energy that Cole Crimson had to put Seth away. But he was able to get the 3 count, able to hold on to that All-Star title once again. And the legacy of Cole Crimson continues to grow. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our next match. After what happened at Clash of the Titans, Owen Spade on social media was about as down as I've ever seen him. Despite the fact that he's the ELW World Champion still, he's been after the TNC World title pretty much from day one. And Clash of the Titans 3 was the first time that he ever got an opportunity to challenge for that title. And not only was it turned into a triple threat just 2 weeks before the show, he was the one who ended up getting pinned to cost Matt Marco that title. So how is Owen Spade going to rebound after what is probably the most crushing loss of his career thus far? This is the first time that we have seen Jaden Angels in action since Turning Point, when he lost the street fight to D'Angelo Parks. Put him on the shelf for a good 2 months. But now he is back healthy and ready to go here against Owen Spade.
And his opponent from Port St. Lucie, Florida, weighing in at 215 pounds, Jaden Angels.
Angels, prior to that loss at Turning Point, had frequently gotten the upper hand on Parks. But that street fight was just too much for Angels, and he ended up taking the loss. Not only that, getting injured in the process. Now looking to right those wrongs now that he's back here against a pretty vulnerable Owen Spade. As both men set to go, there's the bell. As both men trying to fire up the crowd here before we get going. And Spade coming right out the gates with a Hurricane Rana and a Lion Salt to Angels. Spade knows the ring rust that Angels probably has right now, trying to take advantage of that. Lands the super kick. And now Spade off the ropes, looking for Rolling Thunder. And Spade now into the cover here on Angels, putting his feet on the ropes, trying to gain an advantage, but Angels with a quick kick out. And now Angels off the ropes. And Angels able to land a clothesline to Spade. But Spade quickly back up to his feet, lands a clothesline, sending Angels all the way to the outside. Spade now gonna follow him out there. Now back in the ring. As Angels still laid out on the floor. Now back up to his feet. Now getting dragged back to the outside is Owen Spade. Now both men back in the ring. And Spade landing those kicks. And now the suplex. Spade now off the ropes, lands that clothesline. And now off the ropes once again, hits Rolling Thunder. Angels brought up to his feet, but able to turn this one around. Now starting to fire up a little bit here. Angels off the ropes, went for the moonsault, but Spade got the knees up. Angels able to get that elbow up once again and lands that drop kick. Spade now to the outside, taking a breather before re-entering. Angels right there to meet him. And now in the corner. Angels with a scoop slam. And now Angels going to make his way up to the top rope. And able to land that frog splash. And into the cover goes Angels. 1, 2, and a kick out by Spade. And now Angels with the springboard swanton. And now that jumping elbow to Spade. And Spade in a little bit of trouble here in that corner. He's barely able to get up to his feet, but maybe he was just playing a little possum. As Spade now lining up. Jaden Angels now coming in with speed. Double knees to the back. I don't know what the hell Spade was doing there, but he's a clothesline from behind. Angels now trying to set up Spade on the ropes here. And instead, Angel's going to get dumped by Spade. And the count beginning on the outside once again here for Jaden Angels. Spade going to meet him out there. Both arms in control of Spade as Angels repeatedly going face first into the floor. And now hoisted up on the shoulders of Spade. GTH on the outside. And now Jaden Angels tossed back into the ring here. And Owen Spade maybe looking to put an end here to Jaden Angels. Looking for the Spade stomp. And he got him. And Spade into the cover here. 1, 2. Kick out by Angels. Now Spade Meteora into the corner. Complete lack of respect for Jaden Angels, just walking right over him as he sends him off the ropes. Ducks under, jumps over, and Spade ends up beating a clothesline. And Angels went for that moonsault again. This time just couldn't get the distance he needed. Spade able to catch him with an elbow. And now trying to bring Angels over to the corner. And he'll go face first into that turnbuckle. Double axe handle to the back. Now going to get set up. Kicked out the legs. And Spade with the stomp through the chest. And now into the cover once again here. 1, 2. And a kick out again. Angels taking a breather on the outside. Spade tried to spear him off the apron. And now looks like we're going to get an exchange of blows here by the ropes. Going blow for blow thus far. Not holding anything back as Spade able to block. Another big right hand by Angels. Another one by Spade. And Spade with another block here. Angels responds with a block of his own, but Spade comes right back with a kick to the gut. And now Spade with a dragon screw. Going right after that right leg. And Spade starting to fire up. He can feel the end of this match in sight. And went for the stop, but got caught by Angels. And now back toward the other corner. Spade busted open on the turnbuckle. And Angels now building up speed. Gets caught. And the Hurricane Rana by Spade as he'll move quickly off the ropes, not able to connect. Spade splitting the legs of Angels once again, and into the cover he goes. 1, 2, kick out again. And Angels barely able to get that shoulder up. He basically had to roll over just to kick out. Spade now off the ropes. Another Hurricane Rana. Proving that he is indeed a bouncy boy. As Spade looking for the GTH once again, and he got him. And now lining up Jaden Angels for yet another Spade stomp. And that could do it. 1, 2, 3. Complete domination from start to finish from Owen Spade.
Here is your winner,
Love getting called in the middle of commentating. But anyway, this is the first time we are seeing Yana Jian in TNT since the Women's Rumble, where she entered at number 1. Fortunately for her, she did not win that Rumble. That Rumble was won by Haley Blackwell. She was unsuccessful in challenging 2 weeks ago at Clash. But now we'll face the Women's All-Star Champion.
And her opponent from Dominican Republic, the All-Star Champion, Olivia Martinez.
Olivia Martinez coming off a big win at Clash of the Titans over the former leader of the Cunt Riders in Keith, and with a little bit of help from her sister Xiomara Martinez, who she ended up breaking out of prison to not be able to hit Keith with a chair, but ended up getting the win nonetheless. And now here she is going one-on-one with Yana Jian. Both Jian and Martinez set to go. Semi-main event here on episode number 59, and here we go. These two women not wasting any time, going right into an exchange of blows here. A lot of words being exchanged as well. Back and forth we go to kick this off. Another big right by Jian. Another right by Martinez. Another one by Jian. And again Martinez. Martinez now with a block. And now it just breaks down into a brawl. Middle of the ring to kick off this match. And neither woman able to come out on top. Martinez now with a roll up here on Yana Jian. One and a kick out. Jian back up to her feet and sent into the corner, but able to get the elbow up on Martinez. It's a big match for Yana Jian. You'd have to think she'd be in line for a Women's All-Star title match if she was able to get a win. Martinez now overhead suplex. And now the Lionsault from the bottom rope and into the cover. Martinez goes again here. Two and a kick out again. Martinez now lining up Jian on the apron and spearing her off down to the floor. And the count beginning on the outside here as Martinez hammering away at Yana Jian with those left hands. Martinez now with a big knee, potentially knocking out Yana Jian on the outside here. Count up to 4. And now up to 5 as Jian still motionless on the outside. Now finally starting to get back up to her feet. And Martinez out to meet her, but gets sent right into the steps by Jian. Those repeated kicks to the face. Gonna keep Martinez down a little longer. Jian gets caught by Martinez. And now Jian tossed back into the ring. And Olivia Martinez not able to hit that splash as Gian got the knees up and now able to land that drop kick. Martinez stumbling to the corner. Gian going right after the torso. Now those repeated kicks. And Gian stretching out that right arm of the Women's All-Star champion. And now into the cover here goes Gian. Both feet on the ropes and a kick out of one. A lot of people using those feet on the ropes today. And pretty much every single time it has not worked. As Martinez now lining up Gian, maybe thinking one-winged angel, but Gian able to counter. Bringing Martinez over to the ropes. And Gian using the ropes to bounce off into a suplex. And now Gian clapping the ears. Now submission locked in by Yana Gian in the middle of the ring. Martinez in trouble, but able to break the hold. And now Martinez with yet another roll up here on Gian into the cover. 2, and a kick out. Now Martinez lining up Yana Gian once again for yet another knee strike, and Gian busted open. And now submission by Martinez. And Gian quickly able to escape. Gian gets countered, sent off the ropes. Martinez looked like she was going for a spear, but Gian able to get that knee up and counter. And now from the middle rope, Yana Gian able to land the crossbody. And now lining up Olivia Martinez from the corner, delivering the fastball to the All-Star champion. And now thinking submission again here. She's got it locked in. Martinez in trouble yet again here, but Martinez able to break it yet again. Martinez able to catch that kick from Gian. But Gian coming right back. Overhead suplex yet again. And Martinez struggling over to the corner. And Yana Gian keeping the pressure on here. Repeated boots to the chest. Martinez now back up to her feet. And Martinez hoisting Gian up, but Gian able to land on her feet. Shot to the back. And now reversal by Martinez. And Gian trying to hold on to the apron. But she's unable to and sent all the way to the floor. Martinez doing a little bit of pandering to the crowd. Now she's going to follow Gian outside. Gian could not hit the drop kick. As these two go back and forth here. Gian able to land that kick to the face. And both women are down. Gian, the first woman back to her feet. Brings Martinez up with her. Both arms hooked. Gian, submission locked in here on the outside. Martinez has no way of escaping here. Gian just going to hold it as long as she can. Now she lets go. Gian trying to do as much as she can on the outside here. Lands the neck breaker, still hangs on. And now yet into another submission here on the outside. And Martinez is tapping out, but of course, You cannot win by submission on the outside. It's not falls count anywhere. As the count continues to climb here, we're up to 11, now up to 12. Both women on their feet here. Another big knee. The third one by Martinez in this match. And Gian gonna get tossed to the corner. Count up to 16 as Martinez back in the ring. 17. 18. This could be a count out here. We're up to 19. And Gian's still on the floor. Martinez dusting off her boots as the count hits 20. And Martinez victorious via count out. Gotta be a first in TNC history. I think that's the first ever count out. But no matter how it gets done, it is a victory in the books for Olivia Martinez here on episode 59. But that means all we have left is our main event. A little bit of a Death Spirit makeover for the RHW Intercontinental Champion. Vincent Azario set to compete for the first time as an official member of the Death Spirits here. With Pete Brents by his side. Going one-on-one with the BCW World Champion in Jace Gold. Jace Gold has had plenty of matches with the Death Spirits. With Brents, Cole Crimson, Kent Killstrom. All to varying levels of success. And we'll see how he fares against the newest member of the Death Spirits, Vincent Azario. Here in our main event of episode 59. Both men ready to go. And there's the bell. Vincent trying to come out quick with a drop kick. Jace Gold able to sidestep, and Gold gaining the upper hand early. Went for a Hurricane Rana. Instead, Vincent able to drop Jace Gold on his face. And we are opening up with a very quick pace to this match, as neither man able to hit anything there. As now we'll have a little bit of a reset, as both Gold and Azario lock up. And Azario able to push him away. And now Azario showcasing the power a little bit, wrestling Gold down to the mat. And now being driven into the other corner. Azario going right after the leg. Hoisting up Gold here. Dropping him knees first. And now Gold sent off the ropes. Azario jumping over, ducks under. And Azario just lets him run into him. As Brent's on the other side of the ring. Looked like he thought about messing with the turnbuckle pad, but decided against it. Azario with a scoop slam to Gold, now making his way up to the middle rope. And now Azario with a double axe handle to Gold. And into the cover he goes. 1, 2, and a kick out. And Gold responding with a roll up here to Azario, trying to catch him off guard and an immediate kick out. And now from the top rope, that moonsault from Gold connects. And now Gold gets caught with the knees. Azario now hoisting up Jace Gold, and the ribs of Gold once again going straight into the knees of Vincent Azario. Gold now gets the elbow up, went for the black mask, couldn't connect, and Azario comes back with a sling blade into a drop kick. And now Azario lands the Pele kick to Gold. And now the code breaker. As Brent's just threw in a bag of thumbtacks. Gold now hoisting Azario up, dropping him over the top rope. But Azario comes right back with a Hurricane Rana from the mat. And Azario planting Gold. And trying not to waste any time is the RHW Intercontinental Champion as he lands that German suplex. But Gold able to get that elbow up, and Azario able to return that elbow as these two start going counter for counter here. And they're still going. And now Azario may be looking to put an end to Jace Gold here, but Gold able to sidestep. And now Gold bringing Azario to the ropes. But Azario able to dump Jace Gold to the outside and right into the arms of the TNC World Champion. And now Azario springboard. Kind of got boned by Brents there, I'm not going to lie. I guess that's your initiation into the Death Spirits. Get boned by Brents. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he's doing either. Just selling your guy out. Azario getting a couple shots in there on Jace Gold. Gold returning and lands the black mass to Azario. And into the cover goes Gold. 1 and a kick out. Gold went for the burning hammer. Azario able to counter. But Gold still maintaining the advantage, at least for now, as he gets dumped again to the outside. And this time Azario not even going to try the high risk offense after what happened last time, despite Brents being on the other side of the ring. Probably played it smart by playing it safe as he sends Gold face first into the apron. And up to 4 as Azario gets tossed toward the steps. Up to 6 now. Azario still down on the floor. Now brought back up by Jace Gold. And Azario tossed back into the ring. And Gold went for a springboard shooting star press, could not hit it. And Azario able to capitalize. As Azariel now from the top rope lands the drop kick. And into the cover on Gold. 1, 2, and a kick out. And now back up to the top rope. Azariel looking for the coup de grace, but nobody home. Instead lands a forearm, and now another one. And now the sling blade to Gold. And again into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out once again by Gold. And Azariel yet again landing that Pele kick. And the code breaker. Keeping the pressure on. But Gold able to block. And Gold trying to find something. Super kick to Azariel. Bringing Azariel over to the ropes. And Gold sending him all the way to the outside. But Azariel back in the ring. And taking him out with an elbow. As Gold was looking to go high risk. And again the Pele kick. This time it's going to bust him open. Azariel able to roll away. And now hoisting him up for a brain buster. And both men are down. But Azariel now starting to get back to his feet. He's got Gold in perfect position for the coup de grace, but decides he's not ready for it just yet. As Gold now going to bring Azariel to the ropes. And again, Gold getting dumped to the outside. Azariel again gonna follow Jace Gold out there. And Azariel again planting Gold, this time on the outside. And Gold could be in some serious trouble. Azariel making his way up to the top rope, thinking coup de grace! Into the cover. 1, 2, no! Azariel, nobody home on the drop kick. And Gold stomping at the arm. And now Jace Gold lining up Azariel for the Golden Blade. No! Azariel able to dodge the Golden Blade. And now Azariel sends Gold into the post. And just driving the boot into the face. And now into the other corner, Gold going face first into the turnbuckle. And once again, Gold in perfect position for that coup de grace. But Gold to his feet. Azariel lands it anyway! And that could do it. The standing coup de grace. 1, 2, 3. And a successful Death Spirit debut for Vincent Azariel here in our main event. What a match it was. Azariel really showing out here in our main event. That's coup de grace on a standing Jace Gold. Able to seal the deal for Azariel. as Azariel's celebrating his win, it looks like Pete Brents is grabbing a microphone here at ringside. It looks like he's going to have something to say here to close the show.
Once and for all, I said I would etch my name into history as the greatest professional wrestler to walk this planet. And now, once and for all, you will all call the Death Spirits the greatest group to ever walk this planet. 2 world title reigns in TNC, 3 world title reigns in RHW, ECW Tag Champs, RHW Intercontinental Champ, TNC All-Star Champ. We run everything one way or another. And the way I see it, we are going to run this business for as long as we please.
Who is this? Who are you people? I don't know who these people are. Whoever they are, they clearly want to make either an impression or an example out of the world champion. Can someone get some information on who these people are? I don't know. I wasn't expecting this. They certainly don't look like the friendliest of people. So I would bet they're here to make an example out of Pete Brents here. And now the lights have gone out. And now they're in the ring. Brent's waiting for one of them to make the first move. And now the lights have gone out again. And that Ken Killstrom's in the ring. He's got a sledgehammer. Wait, Ken! Just... What the fuck? Ken, what the fuck? Ken, what are you doing? Ken taking the sledgehammer to Brent's. What the fuck? And now Kent with the crossroads. And the second. And the trifecta. And now Kent with the kill shot. What the hell? Is Kent trying to restart the Bandit Club? Is that what I'm seeing in front of me? Is this the next evolution of the Bandit Club? Like, what the hell? I need a fucking explanation. Who are those two with him? Why is Kent turning on the Death Spirits? What just happened? What the fuck? Kent, you fucking bastard. Oh my god. But that will do it for episode 59. And we'll see you all next week for episode 60, where hopefully we get a fucking explanation on what the fuck is wrong with Ken Killstrom.